Hi guys, welcome to Throwzone.com. This is Mohit Soni, and right in front of you is a red Dominar. It's not the 400, it's the Dominar 250. Yes, it has finally come into the Indian market. As we all know, we were supposed to ride it earlier, but then everything changed. Now we finally have the bike with us, and the Dominar 250 is priced at 1,60,000 rupees ex-showroom. It is one of the most high-end 250cc motorcycles in the country right now in the cruiser format, which is available for this price. The price is very impressive for what it offers. So as you can see, pretty much nothing has changed over the Dominar UG 400 that came after the original one. So you can say there is a subtle change in the tail lamps here. It gets the double barrel exhaust. It gets a different set of alloy wheels. It's not the 400 one. It doesn't get the chrome treatment, but it does get the silver fork. And instead of the 320mm rotor, you get a 300mm rotor at the front. The same LED lights continue to be on offer. This is the windshield, which should help you with wind at higher speeds. That's the mirror stock. It's an aluminum finish. It's very well made. It's very tough, and it looks really good as well with the shallow hollow thing in between. Seats, very comfortable motorcycle. For heavier riders like me, we really appreciate the kind of comfort is on offer with the Dominar 250. You can lock your thighs here. It just feels right. You feel at home on this bike. It's a snug fit for most heavy riders, and lighter riders should be it should be even more accommodating for them as well. So what's also missing on the Dominar 250 over the 400 is the fact that you don't get all those fuel efficiency parameters and gear shift indicator. It goes back to the original Dominar that came. So the infotainment system, or you want to call it in car terms, but here in motorcycle terms, you get this very simple instrument cluster here. Nothing fancy apart from the service indicator, odo, time and fuel gauge, and it's all digital. Backlit switches. The KTMs get white, the Bajaj bikes now get blue. Overall, a very high quality motorcycle. There's nothing wrong in terms of fit, finish, quality. It feels just right. Feels very solid, very well built together, and it's got a large tank also as well, almost around 14 liters, which is very impressive. I think that's what the motorcycle is all about in terms of looks, feels, ergonomics and features. What's it like to ride? Well, it's the 250cc motor from the KTM's motorcycle. The Husqvarna also gets it now, and the lower end of the engine is the same. So the crank, the gear ratios, everything is the same, but Bajaj has fiddled with the camshaft, and it's added one more spark plug, not two. So it's a twin spark, not a triple spark, and it makes 27 PS of power and around 24 Newton meters of torque. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's got that same tall gearing. As we all know, the 250 motor is based on the 390 motor. So you get almost identical gearing, which is on the taller side, and the KTMs actually lack the kind of low end torque, but this bike does have a bit extra, not overly extra, but it does have more low end power and torque over the KTM version. The reason why you can't feel it much is because it's got a heavier curb weight. Sure, this bike is lighter by 7 kgs, but 180 curb weight for a 120 or 250cc motorcycle is a bit on the higher side. Usually it's in the range around 160 170 ish. Obviously keeping apart the lighter KTMs that are on offer, but like I said, you can't feel that power and torque because in the lower end, because it is pushing the vehicle's weight ahead. And but overall, it's now a much more comfortable linear motorcycle, just like the 400 UG that came, the second version that came. It's very linear, very smooth, very refined. Vibrations are bare minimum. You can cruise at 100 110 all day long, and if you land it in 5th gear, you can reach 130. Even if you keep it in 6th at 120, it should not be that bad. If you want to munch miles quickly, that should not be a problem as well. The vibrations won't be that high, because once you have gloves and boots on, that it should not vibrate that much that it should get you uncomfortable. So good NVH, good engine for the highway, very good in the city as well, not much of a problem. It's got decent amount of low pep and maneuverability on offer. The front end is light and the overall vehicle to maneuver at parking speed is also very impressive. It does not take much of your strength given the fact that the curb weight is that high. It doesn't do that bad in that area, in the parking space area when you're moving it around. And brakes good. We've been riding in the wet, as you can see, and the tires are holding up well. The brakes are really good. I expect a bit more feel from the front lever, but I do see that in the Dominar 400 because that's the more sportier version here. This is a scaled down version, so a lot of other things are also scaled down apart from the engine. But I think it's got good braking, good brakes. Front end, I said it's light, just like the Dominar 400, which is uncanny for a Bajaj motorcycle. Usually they are front heavy, but this is not. So it aids in riding in the city, but on the highway also it provides a lot of confidence with that curb weight, which comes in handy when you're on the highway. It demolishes everything on its way. Ride quality is good, stability is excellent. Light riders should find the stability of this motorcycle really good, because it's got that kind of curb weight in the right place at the right time, and that's what seals the Dominar 250's deal. It can tour for you on a budget, and you're getting really good value for your money. Like I said, it's priced at 1.60 lakhs. It's one of the cheapest high-end 250 motorcycles in the country. The low end is obviously the FZ25 and the RTR 200 and Bajaj's own NS RS 200. I think that is it. That is what the Dominar 250 is all about. It's a tourer in the 250 space. The 400 was an extremely accomplished motorcycle. It had everything. This also has almost everything. Apart from the lesser cubic capacity, it has everything. It has the slipper clutch, it has the dual channel ABS, it has USD forks. I think you're getting really good value for money. If you don't want the 400 and wanted the Dominar, this is the right bike for you. This is what you've been looking for, and it's finally here, and it's a great motorcycle at a great value price. I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to our video and channel, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.